Hey guys, this is Mike Jones and welcome to the B main for the 500 subscribers special. These guys just missed out on the A main event. 5 of them are going to work their way into the main event instead of 6 because 37 cars made it because we had a tie. So yeah, I'll show all the points right now. Alright guys, so this is the points. You got your car, your name, your points, your rank, what position you're in. Obviously Mike Jones up here. So these all made it. We got the cutoff right here before the B main, and we're actually allowing 37 cars into the main event instead of 36 because we had a tie and I didn't want to put them both back in there. So instead of having 6 transfer from the B main, you're only going to have 5. So it's going to be even more tough competition. Mendoza and Cafe Sonata, you guys are lucky. That's all there is to it. They made it by 1 point. Jones, Nunez, David, you guys are unlucky. You missed it by 1 point, and you're going to have to work your way in. So, yeah, we got very close, especially between these guys who are all within 1 point. They're probably going to be the ones fighting for it the most, but don't count out everybody else. There's still a chance that anybody else can make it. All these guys will be in, and this will be starting position. So we're going to start with Jones, then Nunez, second, third, David, fourth, Bullets, all the way down. So yeah, that is it. I just wanted to clear this up before. I guess we could look at the beginning of the points too. And yeah, I guess you can pause it if you wanted to look at it, but let's get back to the race. Alright, so now that the points are done, Jones is starting on the pole. That is Connor Jones. Nunez on his outside, and David in the 41. I think all 3 of them missed it by 1 point. So they're going to have to race here in the B main. Then we got Bullets in the 15 and Tingley rounding out your top 5. Let's hear the announcement.
Drivers, start your engines!
The drivers are starting their engines. We got Butcher in the 17 starting 6th, Aileen 7th, Zebrowski 8th, Buick 9th, and McMurray rounds out your top 10. Here comes the pace car. Everybody get going! Wow, I am surprised that everybody got going because... well, that is good news. That would have really sucked if somebody didn't make it because the car didn't work. So we are going. That is the rest of your results, or your starting. And it was all based off points, so people with the highest points get to start better. 20-lap B main event. Top 5 cars transfer to the main event. They will start in the back 5 positions. So 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Will be the positions that the top 5 will start in the main event, which is a 30-lap race. So they're going to probably be tired if they have to do this extra 20 laps. It might be a little bit fatigued. Pace car is off. Connor Jones going to try to lead him off here. Green flag is out. Connor Jones. Nunez did not get too good of a start. David back here. And this B main is a really good thing because anybody who wasn't doing super good still has a chance to, you know, get some air time and be up front. We got 3 wide behind in the middle of the pack already, and we're probably going to have some crashes because instead of 15 cars, we now have 23. That's what, another 8 more cars. So far, so good. David's looking to make a move, but oh, now he has help. Tingley goes down to force a 3 wide, actually. Is he going to be able to do that? No, Nunez goes for the lead. Is going to lead lap 1. Nunez looks like it. Tingley looks strong so far as he's started, I believe, 5th. He's already worked his way up to almost 2nd if he can make this pass. Don't count out Butcher in the 17. He's also making his way up there. Nunez leads lap 1. We got 3 wide still going on back here. Everybody's still on the draft. That's good news. Is going to be the fastest. Nunez looks like he's the one to take control so far. Okay, Bullets in the 15 stuck on that high side. That was a little bit of a tough to deal with right there. Allen's trying to get to the inside, but Tharp right there, he didn't have enough time. Tharp is on his way up. Remember, you got to get a top 5 to make the main event. And if you guys are enjoying this race so far, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you're new. 80% of you guys are not subscribed, so hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified when the main event comes out because you're definitely not going to want to miss that one. Nunez still your leader, and we got Butcher behind him. try to get by Tingley. Butcher started 6th place, and he's on his way up pretty good. Zabrowski's also on his way up there. It looks like it's just going to be a lot of pack racing for 2nd right now, as Jonez is able to hold on to the lead for a whole lap now. We're still pretty close here, as it looks like Higgins is pushing the 81 of McMichael. We got a 248 cars almost helping each other out right here. Maybe they'll be able to get something done this time. Tingley goes for 2nd. Nunez still your leader. Wow, these top 4 look like they're strong so far. Everybody's still on the lead draft. They are trying really hard to hold on. These last 4 cars are just barely holding on. They need to work together to keep up with that draft. 3 wide in the lead. I mean, in the middle. In the leaders. Whatever, like 5th. I'm like a little bit tired, guys. I don't know how Higgins got the outside, but he got away from the other 48, and now they're broken away from each other. They were working together. Now they're not. Nunez still leading it. Butcher still 2nd, and Tingley in 3rd. Those top 3 look the strongest. Anybody else, you have no idea. I have no idea who's going to do good. Remember, we still got, what, 16 laps to go. We still got a long ways. This is 2 heat races long worth of a race. Butcher's trying to push Nunez out in front so that he could get him out away from the draft so that he could take advantage of it and pass him for the lead. And that is a good possibility to happen too. McMichael takes 3rd away from Tingley, and here comes Ricky in the 48. Ricky's trying to make a move. The 47 of Hancock didn't even get to start their last heat race. Hopefully they can make up for it in this one. I feel bad for them not being able to start it. But things happen, I guess, and cars don't run sometimes. That's why I was really surprised that this one started. And, ooh, who's in the back? Freddie in the 14 looks like he's losing the draft. That could be an okay position to be in. If we have a big one, that could be an okay position to be in, because that means he won't be in it. Butcher got passed by the 81 of McMichael. Can McMichael take first? He barely gets down in front of Ricky. Butcher stuck on the high line now. And Butcher, ooh, contact in the back 41. Almost took out the 11 of Tingley. That could have been a big mess. Right in the middle 3 wide. That would have been a disaster. That could have been very bad. Could you guys imagine that? Here comes the leader. McMurray hasn't been talked about today, as he's had to work his way up there. He started about 10th or so. Up to 3rd now. Morgan Jones started last place. Worked their way up all the way up to 4th place now. And trying to pass for 3rd even. After getting last in both their heat races. Can they make up for it? 4 wide. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. And we got a crash. Oh my gosh. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, Ream gets involved in the 33. Get around it, 14. I told you that was a good position for the 14 to be in. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, Connor Jones, who had the biggest advantage into it, is involved. Sykes involved. Tingley's involved. Butcher's involved. So many good cars. Hancock's involved. I feel so bad. David's involved. David was really strong. Hancock was getting up there. Butcher was strong but started falling back. Tingley was really strong. Connor Jones was kind of strong too. We have some good cars taken out. Oh my goodness. Ream was involved. David, that's like 7 cars that are basically taken out. Ream and David might not have even been able to make their car back to the pits. Look at the damage on Butcher's 17. They might be able to continue, and they'll just have to be extremely lucky if other people wreck. That's all there is for it. But Nunez is your leader going into the caution. Then we got McMichael 2nd, Jones 3rd, Higgins up to 4th, and McMurray 5th. We'll go take a look at the replay. Well, guys, that's why you don't go 4 wide. It looks like Hancock got shoved up to the outside by Tingley, and contact happened between those others, and boom. Ooh, in the the 33 just got involved. Oh, man. Look at the 14, scrapes the wall, get him by. We'll take one more look at that. Here we are. Yeah, you can see the 11 actually pushed the 47 out of the groove and then just came down too low. 14 playing a little pinball there. Butcher had nowhere to go. Jonez had nowhere to go. Connor Jonez. And then Reem, David comes down. They hit hoods. That's why they were so damaged. Man, I feel bad. Freddie able to pass everybody involved that wreck. We'll go to the green flag. All right, guys, we're going green this time by Sykes in the 52 retired from the race. Coda Butcher in the 17 retired from the race. Hancock in the 47. You've had almost the worst luck you can have. I'm sorry. You've retired from the race. And then the 33 of Reem and the 41 of David both couldn't even get their car running again, so they were out of the race. So that is 5 cars out of the big one. And pace cars off. That allows us to leave Tingley and Connor Jonez, who were involved. We'll stay on the track. Green flag is out. And that will be, what, 9 laps to go. Morgan goes high, and that's going to leave the lane open for Higgins on the inside. I feel bad for Connor and Tingley back there because I don't think they'll be able to go up to speed. I really don't. They're going to have to hope for another caution. To be fair, though, I think it was Tingley's fault. I'm not trying to throw blame out there because I don't know, but it looked like Tingley knocked the 47 out of the groove. Luckily, he could continue to drive, and they're able to keep up, actually, so far. He might actually be okay. Same for Connor. Connor had a lot of... He was in a very bad position, though. Not quite. I don't think they're going to be able to keep up. It's going to be interesting. Nunez still your leader. McMichael goes to the high side, and he's going to lose positions. Higgins on his way up. Here comes the other 48 of Riki on his way up also. Nunez has led every lap since he has taken the lead, which I think was on lap 1. Can he lead the entire B main to make it to the A main? That would be a very good boost of confidence if he can. 3 wide. 3 wide has been able to work. It's 4 wide that didn't work. So as long as they keep it 3 wide or lower, they should be fine. Here comes Higgins for the lead. Why is the other 48 not helping him? I don't know. Higgins might not be able to make the pass. He just barely makes it to the corner panel, and he will go for the lead. Now the other 48 comes down, and we got some teamwork going on here from these Hendrick 48 cars. Oh my goodness. Tharp doesn't know which direction to go, but he's going to get in line with his Hendrick teammates. Higgins leads the lap. Ricky's going for the lead now. 3 wide for the lead. Now Nunez falls back. And now you can tell we got a lot of 3 wide racing. 3 by 3 by 3 by 2. These guys are looking dangerous. Ooh, wow, they're in a huge pack. Everybody fighting for positions. They know they got to get a top 5. I want to go look and see who fell off the draft, but I can't. Tharp's about to lose the lead to Bullets. Bullets is trying to go for the lead now. We're still... Ooh! The 18! Oh, there's some contact! They keep it going. The 45 gets in the 81, but they keep it going. Bullets leads the lap. 6 laps to go. This race is crazy. We got Huika in the 12 behind him, waiting for them to crash so he can capitalize. Everybody else fell off the main draft. Yikes. Bullets able to keep the lead so far. This is literally the closest racing we have had in this 500 subscriber special. Everybody pack racing right next to each other. These guys are very well close to the same stats, I'm pretty sure. Bullet's able to keep the lead for a while. We got Aileen in the 83. He was strong in his last heat race, but did not get the finish he should have, or else he probably would have made the main event. Finished poorly, and that puts him in the B main. Hopefully he can make it out. 5 laps to go. Bullets, Elaine, and McMichael. McMichael's going for second. He's been up here all day too. And somehow the 45, who I believe lost the draft earlier, is up to 4th. Almost lost the draft. I guess he didn't. Lots of crazy pack racing going on here. And we'll see the 12 just barely losing the draft. Yep. We got 14, the 2, and the 99 of Taylor all lost the main draft, and then we got the 2 damaged cars, who are just barely slower than the other 3, it looks like. So that's 6 cars that probably won't make it, and that is going to leave McMichael in the lead. Tharp is in 12th, and he's the last car on the main draft. 12 cars on the main draft, and 5 will transfer. That means 7 of these guys aren't even going to make it if we go green the whole way. If a caution comes out, it will end the race too, which will make it even more insane. Could you really imagine if we had a caution? Like, how much more crazy would it get? Could it get? I don't even know. Bullets is there. That would be crazy. If a caution comes out, literally whoever's in front will make it easily, and they won't even have to worry about the last couple laps. Higgins leads that lap. Riki's going for the pass, though. It's down to these guys for sure. Zabrowski, he has not been up there all day. He's getting a push from Morgan Jones in the behind him. And they're going to try to make their way into the main event. Wow, 3 laps to go. I don't even know what to say anymore. This is just too crazy. Morgan's going for it. Tharp is going for it. We're 3 by 3 all the way back once again. All 12 cars, 3 wide. Oh my gosh. How can they do this without crashing? Tharp is going to lead this lap. 2 laps to go. I don't even know what to think. This is insane. That outside line's actually kind of strong too, it looks like. Until you get to the main turns like this one. They got more cars up there drafting, I think. No, they're tied. Tharp's going to try to block that middle lane because they were the ones with the run. Now what is he going to do? He's going to stay up high. Morgan's going to go for the pass. Here comes the 45 of Baramita. Baramita's going for the lead. This is anybody. This is really anybody. Nunez looked the strongest at the beginning, and then Bullets and McMichael looked kind of strong, but now it could be anybody. White flag is out, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Morgan Jones in the 42 was the last place car after finishing last in both their heat races. Can they transfer to the main event? That will let you know, regardless of your stats, anybody can make it right there. That is proof. Holy cow. And then if you don't make it, don't be ashamed. You can still watch the main event and root for somebody. Is the 18 gonna win this out of nowhere of Allen? He hasn't led it at all. Allen's getting a good push from Aline. This is crazy. Morgan Jones is going to win the B main. How? Wow. I just can't believe it. Either they had really bad luck and they're a better car than they were in their B mains or heat races, or they just stepped it up when it mattered. Morgan Jones wins. Let's go take a look at the rest of the results. Morgan Jones, Dreezy Allen second. He will transfer. Aileen third. He transfers. Higgins makes it. Higgins makes it. And he'll transfer fourth. And the last transfer spot, Baramita, by literally 0.03 of a second over McMichael. Baramita will get it fifth. McMichael, I feel bad for you. You missed it by 1 spot. Tharp, you missed it by 2 spots. Nunez, you missed it by 3, and you basically dominated the first half of the race until that caution came out, basically. Bullets, you were doing good. McMurray was up there. Zabrowski was up there. Riki was up there. Literally, if anybody had the chance yet, these 7 just barely missed out. Huika lost the draft. Freddie, Martinez, and Taylor all lost the draft also. And then we got Tingley and Jones caught up in that first wreck. If we would have had a second one, they might have had a chance. But yikes. And then obviously Sykes, Butcher, and Hancock retired. Reem and David couldn't even get the car started with accidents because they hit head on to each other. Yikes, that is your official standings, guys. Morgan Jones makes it, Breezy Allen, Elaine, Higgins, and Barmita, congratulations. All you guys that did not make the B main down here, there's what, 18 of you guys or so? Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for joining. If we do this again, please do it again. I mean, obviously you had some bad luck this time, but you'll have good luck next time. Thank you guys for your support though, for sure. If we get a huge one and I make it to 1,000 subscribers, whoever wins the main event will probably get a prize. Not this time, but if I do it again. Obviously now I'm not making any money. If I was able to make money, I would give it back. That's just all there is to it. So thank you guys for all of this support, and be sure to hit the notification bell so you can watch the main event. It is going to be 30 laps of chaos, 42 cars. This is only half. This is only 23 cars. The next race is going to have 42. So if you think that was a big one with 7 cars, imagine 14 cars in a big one. That is what I'm imagining right now, and it does not look pretty. But yeah, so anyways, hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're new and you just watched this and you want to join the next one. Hit the notification bell so you get notified of all the videos. Comment any suggestions for future videos. And join the Discord chat, link in the description below. Follow me on Twitter, and we'll see you guys next time.